Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athletes, powered by gpac. gpac, growing people and companies. I'm your host, Nick Corner, Assistant Commissioner at the Northern Sun. Today, we're joined by Molly Stevens of the NSIC champion Augustana women's golf team. Molly, thanks for joining us on the Spotlight.
Thanks so much, Nick.
All right, let's get started by you telling us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Molly Stevens. I'm a senior on the Augustana women's golf team. I'm originally from Northfield, Minnesota, just an hour south of Minneapolis, and I am a double major in economics and computer information systems, and I'm pursuing my master's of business degree as well.
All right, so this is your fourth season. COVID did cut short your freshman year. Do you plan to come back for another season after this, or are you all done?
Yep, I'm planning on coming back, finishing my master's degree next year, and competing in one more year of golf.
All right, excellent. Now let's go back a little bit. How did you end up playing for Augustana?
Yeah, so when I was looking for colleges, I really wanted to find something that had a really good mix of academics and a competitive golf team. So with the history of conference championships, regional championships, national tournament appearances that the Augie women's golf team had, it was really a good fit for me, along with the good academics at Augustana. So it worked out perfect.
It did work out perfect. You're keeping that tradition alive as the Augustana Vikings won their third straight NSIC championship. You played at Paradise Point down in Smithville, Missouri. What were the weather conditions like, even though we're 6 hours south? Any better than up here this last weekend?
Yeah, they were pretty good this weekend. We've had some pretty terrible conditions the last 2 years at the NSIC championship. 2 years ago, it was snowing. Last year was like 50 miles an hour wind. So we were lucky to have some decent weather this weekend. First two rounds, it was gorgeous, a little windy the second day. Round three, it got a little chilly and windy, and you can see it in the scores. Scores were about 5 shots higher. The best score was 5 shots higher on the third day than it was the first two. So yeah, but it was much better than anything else we've dealt with. So
Glad to hear that. Now, you've mentioned other previous championships. You've golfed in 3 NSIC championships. You've been a part of 3 championship teams. You finished 8th your first one, 3rd, and now you've tied for 2nd this year. Talk about that culture of Augustana women's golf.
yeah, I think the culture of our golf team started long before I got here. Like I mentioned, there's a long history of conference championships and regional appearances. And I think Coach Kirby, our former coach who retired my freshman year, and our head coach now, Coach Coralie, have built a strong culture of success and excellence and working hard. And I've really just tried to adopt that culture as much as I can and pass it on to my younger teammates. So,
You are an upperclassman. Tell us about some of those teammates.
yeah, we have 9 girls on our team this year. 7 of them are returning from last year, and we have 2 new freshmen, Lainey Vienendahl and Sophie Pokola. And those 2 freshmen have really taken the transition in stride and have been playing really well this season. Lainey's been playing in our top 5 most of the year, and Sophie's been traveling with us as our 6th individual. So we're really lucky that they chose to join our team, and they've been a really great addition. On our conference top 5 team, we have 4 of us that have played in conference and regionals last year. So hopefully that sort of experience from last year helps us with the rest of this season. The team is really, they're my best friends, and I'm so lucky to have them. And I wouldn't love this sport as much as I do without them. So.
Right, and Excel you did as you held a 9-stroke lead going into the final round, which was a shotgun start. When was it that you found out that you had won the championship as you were coming off the course?
Yeah, so we do live scoring throughout the day on our phones. So I tend to watch the leaderboard when we do that. So I'd been watching throughout the day, and I knew that we were ahead by a little bit. I started struggling on the back 9 a little, so I kind of put the leaderboard away and had to focus on my golf for a little bit. So I made 2 good pars coming down the stretch, and my teammate Macy Mock was watching me finish on 18. I made a good putt. She got excited, so she told me after I walked off the green that we won it, and we were all there to celebrate together. So
Very cool. Now Augustana enters NCAA postseason play. That will be played May 8 to 10 at Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort in Larchwood, Iowa. You played this course this fall. Augustana is hosting it. You won that team title last fall down there. What are keys to success in this postseason?
Yeah, I think our experience on this course will help us a lot. There's a summer tournament that all of us have played in the last couple of years, so we've got some experience there. We played that tournament this fall, so having some more course knowledge than some of the other teams will help a lot. And then it's really just keeping a good mindset about it. It's a really big tournament, so keeping our nerves under control, not letting mistakes compound into bigger mistakes. Not letting one bad hole ruin the next hole or the whole round. So just keeping a positive mindset throughout the tournament will be really crucial for us.
All right. And final question for you. What advice would you give to a young golfer to help in their development?
Yeah, I guess my advice to any young golfer would just be to keep competing. The only way to really get comfortable and better in nerve-wracking situations is to just be in them as much as you can. So that would be my advice, and then just keep having fun with it. I've been there where golf is not very fun to play, so just keep trying to enjoy it and keep competing.
All right, some great advice right there. Thank you for sharing. That's going to wrap up this week's show. Thanks again to our sponsor, gpac. Molly, best of luck to you and the Vikings in the NCAA Super Regional.
Thanks so much, Nick.